God damn it. Hey, guys, we're rolling. Episode 224, I think, something like that.
Yep. Sounds about right.
Sounds about right. So if you guys hear a little, I got the AC moving in here. I refuse to turn that off for the mics. I need the AC on today. I'm a bit hungover. Your boy stayed up. I got up at 9 a.m., started drinking, and went to bed at 6 a.m.
Like a true champion.
Like a true champion. Because Dusty's girl was here watching the dogs. So,
Nice.
So when we got home, she was still here, and she brought over some bottles. We were like, you know what? Sure.
Might as well.
Sure, why not? Let me close this door.
That heat.
You can have that heat coming in. It's crazy.
Turning your chair into an easy bake chair, dude.
Yeah, that heat coming in from if the door's open, it's crazy, dude.
That is. It's like magnified right in the spot that you sit.
Yeah. How was your week?
It's been busy.
Yeah.
That's for damn sure.
Busy from work?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah. I had that nice little 3-day weekend that didn't feel like anything. Felt like a blink of an eye, but
It does go by quick, especially if you're barbecuing or you're doing something for somebody.
Anytime you're enjoying life, it goes by fast.
Yeah.
Anytime you're miserable with it, it goes by slow as dog shit.
That's true.
Yeah.
That's true. I've been trying not to do that. I've been kind of doing that lately. And I've talked about that before, I think, where I'm having a great time no matter what it is. But in my head, in the middle of it, I'll have to ruin it by going, this is going to end. This is going to end, and I'm going to be back being fucking angry. You know what I mean? That's no way to look. There's no way to look at it, man.
No, yeah, because then you're the peak guy. You're always looking for the peak, and then once right before the peak happens, you're like, let me ruin it.
Yeah, and I'm trying not to do that, but I'm I've been thinking about why I think about that a lot, and it's like I think it's one of those things where you have to simplify your maybe be happy with the simple adventures. You don't have to be hanging out with strippers and being doing weird shit.
What I've noticed is because I used to do the same exact thing, dude, and just be pissed off all the time. One thing that's helped me is instead of looking at the stuff I don't have, I just I'm thankful for the things I do have.
Yeah. And we got a lot of shit, here in Southern California.
Fuck yeah, we do.
That's what you have to do when you're complaining about taxes and bills. You go, well, it's nice and it's nice outside. Yeah.
At least it's not North Korea.
Yeah, it's North Korea or wherever. It's frozen in Alaska or whatever.
Russia, cold
Russia, you just
fucking shit.
Or you're in Arizona, it's 120 degrees, and dogs can't go outside because their feet burn.
Or you're in a country where you can't even have a gun.
Yeah, that one too.
That dude.
Yeah, we complain about that too, but hey, we can still have a gun.
We can.
Yep. Yeah, and
and it's funny how this state demands you to have a permit to carry your gun with you, which is horse shit in my opinion, because you've already went through the little tests. Your background check came back clean. You're not an asshole.
Yeah.
So why the fuck should I need to pay you more money in order for me to carry the thing that I bought, right?
Why? I'll answer why. Because you're paying me. Like if I'm him, give me.
Well, yeah, and little by little, that fucking Gavin Newsom's just adding more. He's calling them fees now.
Fees,
that's how he's getting around the tax.
I think I heard him, or didn't, but what, man... Did you say, for the guns? I think I saw somewhere he was like, it's a sin tax or something.
Sin tax.
How dare you, dude? What a
fucking pile of dog shit.
Man, I wish, man, I just, knew a friend that knew him or something, just to know what's being bought and paid for. Because he's fine with saying shit he doesn't believe. That's a fact. You can't really believe these things.
He's a puppet. You know that.
So I'm wondering, man, is just... who's telling him what to say? Who's got their hand up his ass?
Pelosi.
Okay, then, but no one believes these. It's like the thing of men can have babies, right? That shit. And these people are over there saying you can, and you can't. You're just saying that. You don't believe that.
You're just saying it because you want to be considered cool.
Yeah.
Or in the woke crowd.
But you don't really believe that, and we all know you don't believe that. That's crazy. And even the people that'll fight you about it, you're like, we know you don't really believe that. That it's kind of you're trying to be on the good side. You're trying to be on the sweet person side or whatever.
Yeah, but you just sound like a raving lunatic to the rest of us.
And then you're probably losing probably losing friends because these things, like these little fads, like much like men can just choose to be women. That's a fad right now. That's going to change.
Oh yeah.
That's going to change, and people are still going to be remembered as like, oh shit, remember when you argued with me saying men can have babies?
Or imagine the whole tranny thing, because a lot of them are detransitioning, I guess they call it.
Yeah.
So you clipped it off.
Well, you can't come back.
And then you want to add something that you clipped off. I don't even know if that works.
You can't come. Your hormones are jacked. Everything's jacked. If you were on all those,
yeah, because they got to take them pills.
They're taking the hormone stuff, and that fucks you up for life. You're done.
Definitely. You're
done for life, man. Especially if you did that as a young kid. It's over.
Dude, imagine that though. A dude fucking thinks he wants to transition to a chick and clips it off, right? And you know about ghost pains and shit like that.
Yeah.
What if you have a ghost boner that you can never get rid of?
I bet you do.
I bet you do.
Maybe a ghost boner you can't get rid of?
Can't get rid of, dude.
I'm sure there's a ghost something of a penis right there. You just remember having it.
But imagine that, just feeling like you have a boner all day and you can't do nothing about it.
That's got to be really wild, though, man, to want to cut your dick off. Like, that's got to be a crazy mental illness that
it really is, because the first thing that I think, I'm like, God gave you a gift to fucking piss hands free anywhere you want to go.
Yeah.
And you just said, fuck that, I don't need that.
I don't need that.
What?
What do you mean you don't need that? You pee out of that. What do you mean?
You fuck with it. Yeah.
So when they cut that off, how do they pee? You know what I mean?
I know
because I know when they create a vagina, I think they
clip the tip off and then they pull the meat out and then they fucking like flip the shit inside out, like deglove it and then push the skin inside.
Oh,
which
boy,
is
so you kind of have like a little condom inside of you, right? And then people fuck it. But what sucks is it's an open wound that has to be stayed open. You have to constantly put things in it to keep it
in. Yeah.
You have to constantly work it in.
What a terrible life, dude.
That's a fact. It's a hard life. It's not easy. And it's a interesting choice, man. I mean, you need to get your mental illness checked first, though, before you start doing things like that.
What I have noticed, though, with all this outbreak of weirdos and fucking weird shit, I did connect the dots. Do you know how many mental institutions closed down in the entire nation? A lot.
No.
More than half.
Really?
And that's why you're seeing all these lunatics.
Yeah, and also our California system in how to handle mental illness, because I have one of these in my family, right? Mm-hmm. They make it so fucking difficult for you to get help.
That's a fact.
When the family wants to help, and it's like, well, they have to want to come in. They have to do it. If they haven't hurt themselves or hurt anybody else, you can't force them to go in. And you go, well, they're crazy, so they obviously don't know.
It's gonna happen.
Yeah,
it's gonna fucking happen. What you need it to happen?
Yeah. So exactly. So you have to almost like there's nothing you can do. Nothing. They will not help you, and not only will they not help you, they don't have the right information, the people that work for these things, and they also are so negative to you. You're just like, hold on.
Well, I've actually, I actually had a buddy of mine, I'm not going to mention names, but he was dating a lunatic. She took his gun and tried to kill herself with it, right?
Sure.
So, didn't actually try to kill herself, but had it cocked and locked and fucking ready to go, had it to her head, and he took it out of her hands.
Sure.
So, she goes into the loony bin. He's there. He's like, hey, can you come up here with me? And I'm like, I'd rather do 10,000 other things, but sure, buddy, whatever you need, I'll be there. So I get there, and she had to self-check herself in.
Yeah, if you're over 18.
What?
You
just try to fucking whack yourself.
Yeah, well, now, in theory, I think if you try to whack yourself, you can be forced in there, but they don't.
No, at least in her situation, she was free to leave whenever she wanted.
Right.
And I was like, well, is this even going to be addressed? You're just going to say, 3 days in here, you'll be fine.
Right.
Because that's all it was.
Mm-hmm.
And I was just, but yeah, being inside there, dude. I don't think they need to have all the crazies so cluttered together, because that creates mass hysteria and fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Because I did see a little piece of that. Like one crazy would get near another crazy, and then make him go even crazier, and then I'm like, dude, this place is like fucking hell.
Yeah, imagine working in that joint.
Oh, dude,
like
no.
what a weird profession.
No, in that kind of situation,
someone's got to do it. But
no, in that situation, I do demand we bring out the robots.
Yeah,
bring out the robots.
It's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and bring them out, dude, because that's something nobody wants to do.
Yeah, robot is just like, it is time for your pills.
Yep.
Yeah.
I will insert this into your anus now.
They're like, isn't it a pill? Can't you swallow it? No, anus, anus.
Why is the thermometer always going in my ass? It's the most accurate temperature reading.
The thermometer on the robot. The thermometer is like his dick.
Little do they know, some asshole just hacked that robot and is fucking with them.
Dude, how many times is that going to happen when robots really are? When someone hacks into these robots.
Oh, that's going to happen a lot, dude. I heard a kid shut down a fucking car manufacturing plant because it's all automated.
Really?
Yeah, just to see if he could do it.
Sure. And he just
Shut
does
it
it
down.
computers like a hacker.
Yeah,
those real hackers.
Yeah, dude.
There's like I think there's these hackers, they call themselves anonymous or something like that, and apparently they can, if they wanted to fuck with you, they could, I guess.
Oh yeah.
Apparently, but they're supposed to be on the good side of things. Is what I heard.
It's the mask, right? Like it looks like the Vendetta mask.
Yeah.
Or something like that. Yeah, with the mustache. Yeah, I've seen that.
They do anonymous, and apparently they've found some fraud stuff, and they found some pedo stuff. And
yeah, they've helped out the feds a lot with that shit.
Have they? Okay. Yeah, like, man, see that I was thinking about that. There's a there's a Instagram website where it's like, I sound so old, Instagram page, whatever, website, Instagram, where these guys they catch pedos, so they'll and then they put them on Instagram and slap them around a little bit sometimes, and then have the police ready for them. Anyways,
nice.
It's good.
Nice.
Yeah, it's good. You can go down. Have you seen this? You'll go down a rabbit hole on that one, dude.
No,
it's just hundreds of pages of them just slapping pedos everywhere.
I'm prepared to go down that rabbit hole.
Yeah, it's kind of like a rite of passage. Like if you just want to hit people in the face, no one's gonna be mad at you for hitting this pedo in the middle of a target.
Not at all.
Yeah,
they're actually gonna be mad that you didn't kill him.
Yeah, and it's wild when the pedo is like, oh, what do you do? They're always. So there's my thing too on a lot of these pedos. A lot of them are retarded, man. You know what I mean? They look like they're stuck in they're young, and they're retarded.
They grew up to that age and they stayed there.
Yeah,
I know what you're talking about.
A lot of them are just, and I almost feel a little sorry for them because they kind of got fished from putting it out on the internet or whatever they're doing, and they're talking with him, and the guy's probably so lonely. He's just like, oh, someone's talking to me. It's worth it. I've been so lonely my whole life, and he's retarded, and he's fat, and he just, and you're just like, then the guy hits him. I almost felt sorry for him. I was like, oh, man.
But then I've seen that, remember that Chris Hansen?
Yeah.
Used to do that. He started that whole shit.
He comes out, yeah.
And some of those dudes, dude, like, they got a family, they fucking work, a regular good job and shit, They got the whole world going for them, but for some reason they want to go and fuck a 13-year-old.
Man, they must have some sort of disease in their brain, and they can't fight it.
I think they were sexually abused too when they were kids.
Well, of course, I think that's how they do it.
It's like
usually.
Most of it, right?
Yeah, it's like it's kind of like the same thing as it would on Loveline. Dr. Drew used to say this, where it was like, the girl would call up and she'd have a little girl voice, like she's 37, she has a little girl voice, and Dr. Drew goes, stop with that voice. When were you molested? You know what I mean? And she was like, how did you know? He's like, how do you think I, she's like,
doing this
6. He goes, well, that's where your voice started. And that's weird. It's when the age they were molested, that's where the voice stops.
Wow. But I mean, that I wouldn't even say that that's an excuse, because there's been plenty of people that have been molested and didn't turn out to be fucking total assholes because they looked at the other side of the coin like, I never want this to happen.
No, you can't use that as a fucking excuse.
No, definitely
not. I don't believe in that at all because you were treated badly. Like, say your father treats you badly, so you have to treat your son badly. No, you want to change that.
Yeah, you want to be like, I definitely don't want him to go through what I did.
Yeah, it's a cop out.
Yeah,
it's a cop out for being weak as fuck.
Definitely.
Yeah,
definitely.
But and it's wild on some of these pedo pages where people are on the side of the pedo, like that are in the comments. And I go, it's probably bots, probably some Indian bots.
Yeah.
Some of them aren't, and you're just like,
Or they're pedos themselves.
and well, there'll be comments under their comment that's like, hey, we got to check you out now. We should be checking you out now.
Radar's on you, buddy.
Yeah, and all of them. I mean, they all got pronouns next to their name. All the ones.
And what was
that say that?
They tried to come up with a new name for pedos. It was
a minor attracted.
There you go.
Oh my God!
When I heard that, I was like, "What the fuck is wrong with this world, dude?"
I saw a judge say that.
Oh, that's fucking
female black judge. That's just like, they are minor attracted. You're just like, they're fucking sick. What are you talking about?
Yeah, why are you rebranding it?
Yeah.
Don't rebrand it.
Creepy, man.
Fucking
very, very creepy. Yeah, it's very weird, man. But I think a lot of that still is just internet stuff. I mean, I can't imagine being out and about and talking with somebody and they're just like, I think the pedos they're minor attracted. Excuse me, they're minor attracted. I'll be like, what? What? Let me see your phone.
Yeah, definitely. And give me your driver's license while you're at it.
Hey, in fact, I'm going to call the police right now.
Yeah.
We have to look into you.
Actually, I'm just going to break your leg so you can't.
But I
run
mean,
away.
look, Cain Velasquez is doing time right now.
That's fucking.
They put him back in.
That's the biggest horse shit thing that I've fucking.
How does nobody understand? I mean, people do understand, but how does the judge, at least say the judge, because like, how does the judge not go, hey, because you shot at people, we have to put you in prison, but we understand, Cain. Like, that would make me feel so much better. Like, hey, we understand.
If I was the judge, I would just look at it and be like,
yeah, of course you would. Yeah, I know.
Clearly temporary insanity, time served.
100 of course. Who wouldn't?
Who wouldn't go?
And for the
You'd
judge,
be fucking weird not to go.
And
nuts.
for the judge not to at least say, yeah, of course you did that. Of course. Then something's wrong in that court, man. And whatever the fuck, dude. If I had a friend that was against that, I'd be like, hey, we can't be friends anymore. That's just crazy.
Nah, you're fucking weird, dude.
You can have different politics than me. You can have different everything than me. If you feel that Cain Velasquez should go to prison for life for shooting at pedos and his dad, not good. His dad too.
Yeah,
sure,
yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, because maybe he's a pedo because
I think he made him.
His dad molested him. You never know.
I bet he did. Sure.
Probably. So even if he fucking hit both of them, yeah.
Your child was being molested you didn't know, and it was happening for a while.
A while too. That's the
and
worst
you're
part.
not good. I just got goosebumps just saying that. I'm going to stop saying that. And you're telling me one of the greatest fighters that ever lived. That's his kid. You know what I mean?
I mean, what'd you think was gonna happen, dude?
I would, man.
What'd you think?
Of course, you're chasing the car down. You're fucking shooting at them. Not only that, I'm running through their family too. I'll tell you that right now.
Oh, I'm destroying everybody with their last name.
Yep.
Everybody.
Oh yeah, I'm ending that family.
Yep. It'll be like you ever seen that flick Felon with Val Kilmer?
Yeah, I have. I don't remember much of it though, but yeah, I know what you're
So
talking
he
about.
was doing life because when the guy finally asked him, he's like, "So how'd you get life?" And he's like, "Came home to both my wife and my daughter murdered and raped, and my little girl's legs were broken open. You know, like."
Oh, dude! Don't even tell me, bro. Oh, man.
Hips. He's like, so I wiped out everybody in his family.
Of course you did, absolutely.
Yep.
And so now he has to do life.
Yep.
There needs to be some form of stipulation on these things, man. I mean, look, yeah, I guess you killed the whole family, so I guess something has to happen.
But they're really, I mean, with our justice system right now, it's a fucking joke, dude.
It's a joke.
It's a fucking joke.
Well, look who the judges are.
Yeah, well, they're bigger jokes too.
You think the judges, like, look, every time you've been in a courthouse, you ever seen a judge that walks out with his shoulders back and like a real guy? No, they're always slumped over little nothings. Mm-hmm. They're all or an old lady or something that just hates your guts.
They're the kids that got bullied in high school.
Right. Yeah, you think is Brock Lesnar coming out as a judge?
Definitely not, dude.
You think that would make sense though? A judge to come out and he's just jacked and he's just like
no nonsense.
Confidence, no nonsense.
Yeah.
Fucking this or that, ba. No, they're always these slumped over slugs.
Yep.
They're slugs.
Hate themselves and hate life.
Yeah.
And they want to take it out on...
And then they judge your fucking life, man.
That is a stupid fucking position.
Yeah.
That is a stupid position.
It's crazy. Something needs to be changed there. How do we fix that?
I mean, they definitely need to be filtered out to where we need some real thinking human beings up there.
Yeah.
Not just going straight by the books, but moral ethics, you know? All right. Rape? Okay, you killed him? Cool.
Yeah, and there was a judge getting paid by a prison to send kids to their prison.
Oh yeah. I think
Hear about that
probably
one?
get a little kickback, right?
You get a kickback, yeah. So he made like $50 million doing that.
What the?
Yeah,
fuck?
and he sent like over like 500. It was like a detention hall for kids, like over 500 kids that didn't need to be there.
Well, look, everything is just fucked. You go to the doctors, they're trying to push these fucking pills on you because they get a little kickback.
Yep.
You go to fucking court because you fucked up on one thing. Oh, they get a little kickback. Like, everybody's fucking money, dude.
Here's what I asked to my doctor because we were talking about. I go, hey, and I knew the answer, but I wanted to hear him say it. But I was like, hey, what are the ingredients to like a Norco? Because I'd rather make my version, maybe it's cleaner and I don't have to have all the Tylenol and stuff in it, like that. He's like, oh, you can't do that. I'm like, why not? Can I have the same ingredients, but I want to make it? Why can't I make it? Well, it's illegal. I can't tell you. I know you can't. But let's think about this for a little bit.
Right.
Why can't I make my own painkiller myself? Maybe it would be cleaner.
Not only would it be cleaner, but it would probably actually work.
Right.
Instead of the shit they give us.
Tell the nonsense that they give you, you're all constipated all the time.
Yeah, they're like, not only is it going to constipate you, but eventually it's going to fuck up your liver. What?
Yeah.
I just didn't want to feel fucking pain, dude.
Yeah, it's the Tylenol. Tylenol fucks your liver up.
Yep.
Yeah, it just has to. And then what that means is that the liver is unable to filter all that shit out.
Right. That means it's terrible.
It's terrible for you.
It's fucking awful.
And I've been smashing Tylenol, especially today. Trying to get rid of this headache, man, behind my eyes.
Your liver's hating you right now, dude.
My liver is Ian, what are you doing?
Stop, dude. It's enough. It's enough.
Damn, now I get what it's like to like a real alcoholic, though. You know what I mean? Like I kind of pulled that yesterday, just waking up and getting ready to start with the boozing. Let's go. But
every once in a while, that's a good time too.
Sure, yeah. Every once in a while, so I'm gonna take a little drinking break. I think I feel my whole inside of my body, all the garbage food, hurting. I'm drinking soda right now. You know what I mean? It's just all like I don't feel great at all. But I felt worse.
It's funny that this song comes on because I used to think that chick was hot.
Only because she's mildly pretty.
Well, in that music video, she looks great. In reality, nothing like the music video, bro. That's a lot of makeup.
Oh, yeah?
A lot of makeup.
For sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
I'm like, damn it, I hate being lied to when it comes to
the too much makeup on a chick bothers me.
It definitely does me, too.
I don't mind a little makeup. But you ever, like, remember some girls in school and shit, and they would just be caked on and just...
And still pull it off?
They're like a clown. No, the ones that didn't...
Oh,
I guess it pulls it off for people, but... Like, it looks nice, it's smooth and everything, but it's just so unrealistic. Big, giant fucking eyelashes and the lips and the,
Reminds me of the Drew Carey show, that fucking broad Mimi.
Yeah, Mimi.
And then she laid down on a pillow and her fucking face was painted on the fucking pillow, dude.
And these chicks are getting these crazy Botox, the duck Botox, and their lips, when you see them, look at them from the side, they look so weird.
Dude, it's unnatural looking. It doesn't look good.
Yeah, and then they're constantly, like, holding their lips out on purpose. Like,
what was that fucking Adam Sandler flick where the dude got a facelift and he's like, I told you to slow down. He's like, yeah, but I didn't listen. And tries to drink water and just spills down his face.
Yeah, because it numbs the nerves. So when they get Botox, like in your forehead and stuff, it numbs the nerves. So, and sometimes it permanently does that.
Well, the new stupidest craze that I've been informed of.
Shit.
Because my old lady works at the pharmacy and such. So apparently, fat people are now buying insulin and injecting themselves to lose weight.
Insulin? Or is it that Ozempic or whatever?
They started with that, but that's too expensive for them now. So they went to insulin, and apparently they can't keep it in their fucking fridges anymore for the people that really have diabetes and fucking need it.
Really?
Yeah, because there's so many fatties out there trying to be lazy and fucking lose weight. And
well, they're like, when you're obese, your insulin level, I think, is low anyways, right? Yeah. So it's like, and that's why you start to gain weight, and you have low T.
Yeah.
Low testosterone and
the stupid,
high blood pressure.
The stupidest thing is, Ian, these people still don't work out. They refuse to do the one thing that's the only thing you need to do to fucking get healthy. You don't want to do it.
Don't want to work out or diet.
Right.
You got to suffer like the rest of us, man.
Exactly.
Yeah.
There's no easy way out.
Yeah. Well, it just kind of shows you like how fat Californians are just in general. And it just shows you how easy they have it. There's just so much sitting and so much, you know what I mean? Gluttony and just so much nonsense that's just going in their body. And their body's screaming. And they've ate their way into a chair.
Yeah, and that's the funniest part. Then they consider themselves handicapped. Like,
you don't.
Not really. I don't think you're handicapped.
Yeah, when you eat yourself into a chair, you can't. Like, that's so crazy to me.
Yeah, and you don't deserve a placard. Actually, you should park the furthest spot from the fucking front of the store so your fat ass can walk up there and lose a little bit
and
of weight.
And it does suck if like, kids are born, you know, like, their whole family's huge, right? So if they have a few burgers, well, it really hits them hard. You know? We're a little lucky where, you know, our metabolism faster.
Have you heard of the weird poop thing?
No.
So apparently, and this is real, dude. And it started with this infection that somebody got one time. So apparently, if you take this fucking pill that's got somebody else's shit in it, pretty much, whoever gave you that sample, your body will adapt to that. So if you're a fat ass and you get like the Rock's fucking poop sample fucking into a pill and you eat it and shit, your body's going to start fucking losing weight faster and your metabolism is going to change, but it doesn't last forever.
Man, do you believe that?
I don't.
Or do you think it's just something to sell?
I think it's...
getting people to eat shit.
I think...
They're literally eating shit.
I think... Because I would do that.
Yeah.
I would do that, dude.
Sure.
If I was a rich asshole, I'd be like, I bet you I can
The
get
Rocks, he's like, I sell my shit pills.
I mean, imagine me and you having a fucking little drinking day, dude, and we're playing some poker. Hey, bet you can't get people to eat your shit. Bet you $10 says I can.
Yeah, I bet you like Warren Buffett and Jeff Bezos are having those. Be like, hey, I bet you I can get people to eat shit pills. They're so desperate to lose weight.
Yeah, they'll do anything, dude.
Yeah. You know, what happened? There was a lap band, you know, that one.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, the little collar.
Tummy tuck.
The collar, too, for the stomach. What was that thing?
Yeah, like squeezes the stomach smaller.
That's terrible.
That's terrible, man.
Terrible.
You have to because you can't stop eating. You have to have a surgery because you can't.
And then when these people do lose weight because they're not exercising, they look like flying squirrels. Their fucking arm flab, dude, is just fucking...
You know, it's like, you ever seen like all these actors too, you know, almost like John Goodman is thin, but they always have these big heads. They still have the big
giant
head.
Fucking head, dude. Yeah.
Or Big Boy, the radio personality for for the rap station. Yeah.
Which one was that?
Like he was in Deuce Bigalow. He was the fat lady in Deuce Bigalow. Remember that? Remember Deuce Bigalow? He was the fat black lady. You didn't know that? That was Big Boy from the radio.
Oh, they got him in a dress too. That's great.
Yeah, and now he's so thin, but he looks weird because he's just. And they never build muscle though, which is weird. They just get really thin, so it's just skin and bones.
Yeah, then you just look unhealthy.
Yeah, it's weird. Like
you went from really unhealthy to, man, you might die if you don't eat a burger.
They just really hate lifting weights. I think it's just
so. Yeah, which is weird for a man to hate that. I think it's fun.
It's weird it is weird for a man not to be able to do any sort of manual, labor, anything with your hands.
Well, there's a guy that I like to listen to, Jesse Lee Peterson, and his version, and I agree completely. There's alpha males and then there's beta males.
There's no middle.
There's no middle.
There's no middle ground.
You're either an alpha or you're a beta.
Right.
And you're a beta.
Alpha beta.
Yeah. You know you're a beta if you listen to your woman and she directs everything that you do. You know you're a beta if you take the hatred that your mom gave you and plant that shit out onto everybody and stuff. He's like, you got to be a man's man,
Just like being a beta, man, it rubs me the wrong way because you just can't, like these guys they're awkward in the room and everything sucks. It's just like,
they're just
always anxious and depressed.
Always washing dishes with a sweater on.
Is that what they're doing?
I don't know. I've seen
old
it on
grandpa sweater.
I've seen it on movies, dude. It seems like
every commercial,
every chick flick my chick watches. I'm like, I'll walk in the room and I won't see the guy yet, and I was like, bet you the guy's wearing the sweater and he's gonna go into the kitchen. And
Definitely in their
fucking
loft
do the
in New
dishes.
York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And every time, dude, I fucking hit the nail. She's like, "Get the fuck out of here!"
And they're always, it's always, man. Shit. Watch this show. Just do me a favor. It's called Working Moms on Netflix. Have you ever seen it?
No.
Oh my God! The whole thing is about the women are working and men are all beta males and shit. And
it's all Jeffersons.
But Jefferson's funny and likes pussy.
These guys are just pussies.
They're complete beta males. And give it a watch. It's hipster shit, like New York hipsters shit.
Fuck.
And
I don't know.
Give it a watch, dude. It's so bad. And report back to me. It's just like
I could tell by the look on your face. I'm gonna be
yelling at the TV. You pussy! Oh my God! It's crazy, dude.
But that's like a real fad too. You know, to be like the weakest dude. I hold your purse, babe. I fucking what?
She doesn't like that either.
What? Because it's funny because the whole time me and my old lady have been together, she's been trying to hand me the purse, and I'm like, "What are you doing with that?" She's like, "You won't hold it for me?" I'm like, "I'm not fucking touching that." What do you think, dude? What do you think this is?
Yeah.
This is clown show? This is.
And if you are gonna hold it, don't hold it by the handles.
No,
hold the bag itself.
I don't touch it at all.
Yeah.
I don't.
I would hold my girl doesn't really carry a purse, but I would hold her purse if she went in the bathroom or something. She's like, hold that, and I'd grip it like this.
Nah,
you know what I mean? Like
I tell her she's on.
I don't think I've ever done it, but I mean I would. I'm secure, but I'm definitely not holding it by the handles.
Throwing it over your shoulder.
Yeah. What's even worse? Have you noticed a lot of this new fad also of men that put like fanny packs around their chest here?
Oh yeah.
Well, I guess it's more like a European thing, but
that's also a concealed carry thing too.
Is it really?
Yeah, a lot of dudes have guns in those.
In the fanny pack around their thing,
around their chest. Yeah.
Oh, it looks like a lot of like guys that look like the Island Boys.
Yeah. Well, there's a lot of fairy lalas that do that too.
Oh, okay.
But you can tell
really?
the dude that's.
I haven't noticed an actual dude doing that.
Yeah, I don't know any guy that would wear that fucking.
Just wear the normal fanny pack, dude.
Even that,
you just look like a WWE wrestler. You look like Rob Van Dam, Kurt Angle. They all wear the fanny pack, don't they? Isn't that funny?
Joe Rogan.
Rogies keeps it going, dude. He keeps the fanny pack moving.
I can't do it, bro.
I can't do it either. It does make sense, though. I mean, you can fit a lot of stuff in there, but like, what do you got to have in there anyway? It's like,
well, even though I wear these fucking cargo pants for work and shit, dude, and I'm constantly pulling shit out of my pockets, and the wife's like,
I like cargo pants, yeah.
And she's like, see, you need a fucking fanny pack. Yeah. And I'm like, shut the fuck up.
I'd rather have a backpack. I'd rather carry one strap backpack.
Then she tries to clown me, and she's like, you need a merce. I'm like, yeah. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna wear that and pray that I don't get beat up.
Yeah, they started making the merces, like that like gay guys go to work with, and they put it around. It's a big
tweed fucking.
It's crazy, dude. It's wild. I'd just put it in a backpack. I don't know.
Anytime you have to put man and hyphen, it's
messed up.
It's not it, dude.
That's not it. Yep. Anytime you gotta clarify man something. Yeah,
definitely not.
That's a good point. Like the man bun. It's not great.
Nothing close, dude.
It's not good.
Nothing close. But like I said, certain people can get away with that. Yeah, there's only a few dudes that can get away with that.
Yeah, I mean the man bun works with like Hawaiians.
Definitely. Samoans, yep.
Samoans, Asian samurais.
Yeah. Right?
That's pretty good. White guys, it's not my favorite.
I'm not a big fan of it neither.
It doesn't. White people can't have a lot of cool shit. Can't do stuff a lot.
We fuck it all up, dude.
We
took something from
I hate it when a white guy dances. He's like, well, fucking calm down. Just stay in your bubble, dude. Just stay in your bubble.
Stay in your box.
Yeah. I hate, the white guy that's got all the matching clothes with the matching hat and the matching shoes. The matching car bothers me. Anytime a white guy matches bothers me.
Everything.
You know what I mean? Everything about it. So it's like it sucks. A white guy can't really can't learn salsa and salsa dancing.
No, we're definitely famous for fucking a lot of things up, dude.
Yeah. I mean,
look at our Karens, dude. They're the worst. White Karens are definitely the worst.
Yeah. I didn't believe they really existed till I saw them in the wild.
You saw them frolicking?
The hair, it's the same hair.
It's always the same fucking hair, dude. And the same fucking glasses, too.
Yeah. And they got the same body shape.
Yep. And they got the same sourpuss looking face.
They're just an angry sourpuss, dude. They just hate their husband when they go home. They're just always bitching at their kids, probably.
Yeah, I'm sure she did it to herself.
And it sucks. They ruined the name Karen, though. It's not a bad name.
Dude, and I think the guy version is Greg.
Is that true?
That's what I heard.
Let's look that up real quick. I want to look that up. Hey Siri, what's the guy version of a Karen? Let's see what it says. The male version of a Karen is Ken.
Ken. Oh.
Other contenders say include Kevin, Greg, or Terry.
Terry. Wow. A lot
Boy,
of
a lot of them. That sucks, dude.
Poor guys.
Yeah, it's like Michael. It's like, dude, that's a normal. What the fuck?
I know a lot of Kevins that are actually awesome guys.
I know a ton of Kevins. Yeah,
Right.
Kevins are great. Nah, let's not say Kevin. I like the Ken.
Ken.
Not Ken, but Ken's a strong name. I think I don't like that either.
Yeah, I don't either. No,
Greg.
Because the only Ken that I know is a fucking stand-up awesome guy.
Greg. I think Greg's a good one.
Greg is pretty good.
But Gregory. I like a Gregory. That's good. That's a strong, solid name.
That is.
I want to bring back these solid names. You know what I mean? The Johns, the Jacks, the like no more of this the Braxtons and the Connors and the Connors.
Sadler. Just weird shit.
Just
dude.
weird names. Let's stop doing that.
Especially what the celebrities in Hollywood do when it comes to picking fucking names.
Apple.
Apple Pilot.
Yeah, Pilot. Hey, hold on. Pilot's not. It's kind of cool.
It's a girl, dude.
Yeah.
I think it's a fucking girl, dude.
Everyone, her whole life, everyone's going.
They're like, hey, remember 9/11?
Yeah, I think the worst ones is no joke. The comedian Sam Tripoli is very funny. I love his podcast. His kid's name is Ninja and Magic. They have two. He's got two kids named Ninja and Magic. Wait, am I right on Magic? Yeah, Magic. I think so. Yeah, that's pretty Ninja.
He's getting fucked with.
Yeah,
Getting fucked.
and I hope you know what. Now that I'm saying that, I'm about 90% that it's their real names, but maybe he's making up those names to call his kids for the podcast. Maybe
That's possible.
That's very much
Yeah,
possible.
yeah.
Sure,
Yeah, I get it.
sure, but
yeah, because the first thing that I thought of when I was picking out the names for all of my kids was, how can I make fun of this? What does it rhyme with? And go from there.
yeah, okay,
Because there's a lot of names that just because it rhymes with something stupid,
yeah,
the kids will pick on you. So I'm already
they're
imagining
gonna find it. The kids will find it no matter what.
They
dude.
do because but
I don't know if kids still do that, but I know in our day, kids always. What did you have anything, or was Swan the thing?
there was Swan, and then once they found out my middle name and E.T. was around, it was Elia.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
That's not bad.
yeah.
You're kind of okay.
Yeah.
I got E and P in for a little bit.
That's
Very funny. Funny. I didn't get it that much for it to hurt, so it was all right.
Well, it kind of sounds like a Garbage Pail Kid. to be honest with you.
Yeah.
Sounds like
Dude, I should make a Garbage Pail Kid out of myself. Holy shit, I should use one of those AI programs and see if I can do it.
Have you ever seen mine?
No.
It's called Disgustin' Justin.
Really?
And it's a fat dude on a motorcycle drinking a beer with an iron cross fucking
Oh, it's a real one.
necklace.
Man, I used to love the Garbage Pail Kids. What did I do with all mine?
I still got a bunch of mine.
Do you really?
Yeah.
I would love to take a look
I
at
do.
those.
Oh, yeah. I'll bring them next time.
Okay.
Hell yeah.
I would love that.
I got a nice solid
It's
stack.
it's so creative though. Like
was, dude.
Get
It's
rid of it.
brilliant.
I guess it's disgusting, but like
It's
it's so there's thousands of them. So creative.
Yeah.
You know?
And I think that helped a lot of names get made fun of, too, back in the days, too.
Probably, yeah.
And they
What was another one? Do you remember one more? Disgusting Justin. That's
yeah.
pretty good.
There was shit. What was that one? Atomic Bomb.
Okay.
It was the main logo for the Garbage Pail Kids.
I think I remember
Where the little kid's sitting there, he pushes the button, but his head's blowing up into a mushroom cloud.
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I remember that one.
Yeah, that's
the Garbage Pail Kids. Wow.
Yeah, that shit was brilliant, dude.
That was awesome. Remember Muscle Men?
Yeah.
Muscle Men were cool too. They had
Yep.
thousands of those.
Heck yeah, dude.
And I don't know why I had a few of those too. What happened to those, man? Micro Machines. Oh, that was
Micro Machines.
awesome.
Dude,
The Micro Machines were awesome.
they were, because they didn't take up a whole lot of space, too.
Yeah. And then you just have a bunch of them. Like, this is this one. And it's like,
I got 1,000 cars that fit in this shoebox.
awesome. Yeah. Any miniature. I do like miniatures.
Hell yeah.
Something about the miniature is cool.
Right.
Set up a whole whole city, just like little miniatures. It's awesome.
That was funny. A few years ago, I asked my mom, I was like, hey, whatever happened to that box that was up in the attic that I had all my Ninja Turtles, He-Man.
Ninja Turtles, yeah.
I had Ghostbusters. I had fucking Rambo. I mean, you name it, dude. I had all these fuckers in this one box. And she's like, I don't know.
Oh, no.
Come to find out, yeah, she sold it at a garage sale.
Okay, well, I guess at least she sold them, I guess.
But the thing was, though, Ian, the first
They'd
thing
be worth something right now.
Oh, definitely. Not only are they, and I
Yeah.
guarantee that, but the first thing I thought of, I was like, you know how much dog shit and trash I had to clean out to fucking, just to buy those fucking things?
Right.
You know, nobody else bought it for me. I was the only one buying them.
Right.
I'm like, that was a lot of dog shit, dude. I could probably
You know how
fill
many
it.
cars I had to wash for that?
You know, fuck, dude. Lawns I had to mow.
Yeah.
Fucking edging.
Yeah, it was always me. It was always washing cars.
Yeah.
Like anytime I asked for some money, I had to wash a car, which I think is good. That's good parenting. I think.
Oh yeah. Yeah, but
you should just give the kids money, I guess.
definitely not. No.
No. What do you do with your son?
Reward him for good things he's doing in school.
School and
Fucking
yeah.
You know, or you know, he'll have his birthdays and stuff. But even little stuff around the house, be like, hey, go do that. You know,
Yeah.
I'll give you $5. You know?
Nice. That's a good incentive to get good grades would be
Oh, and he's destroying me, dude. He's running me poor, dude, because fucking everything he
Killing
touched, dude, solid. I mean, even his teacher's like, I've got your son in 6th grade math already, even though he's in 4th grade.
wow.
And I have to talk to another teacher from a different school just to get him the curriculum because I don't have it.
Oh wow.
I'm like, nice.
That's nice.
That's
pretty
I'm like,
sick.
dude, numbers, son.
Yeah.
You're gonna go places.
Let's go,
You're
baby.
gonna go places. Just remember your old man when you get to the top.
Yeah, let's go. Make sure you pay it back.
Right.
Pay it forward to the parents.
Yeah, let me be that peony that's getting carried off in a couch.
Yeah, and don't make up some bullshit story that you came from nowhere. Those make me nuts.
That parody of that Drake song that I saw says "Took it in the bottom, now I'm here."
What the fuck?
Yeah, because his
Oh,
song.
it's a parody?
Yeah, his real song is "I started from the bottom, now I'm here."
Okay.
No, you didn't. You're a fucking middle class, fucking suburban kid and whatnot.
Yeah, you started from the middle. How about that?
Yeah. So they mocked it and they're like, "Took it in the bottom, now I'm
Well,
here."
people love to say like I was poor. I was like, well, what does poor mean? Like you still ate, right? Like you had running water and electricity and all that
a
shit.
roof over your head.
You had a roof over your head. Were bills paid? I mean, I don't know if it's. I don't know if poor is the word. Just being like maybe we didn't have a disposable income. We didn't have extra income.
Yeah, it didn't have a lot,
Yeah.
but we had the necessity.
I mean, it's a lot compared. Like who we comparing it to?
right?
You know?
Yeah, are you poor compared to that homeless guy outside fucking shitting on himself?
Yeah.
I mean, that is poor to me.
Right.
The guy doesn't have a pot to piss in, but you got a fucking house.
Yeah, and you hear that everyone loves to say that. I grew up poor. I came from nowhere, and you're just like, will you please give your parents some goddamn credit?
Right? They fucking gave you a lot.
Yeah, what the,
Yeah.
I bet you there's probably just thousands of parents of celebrities. It's like, the hell? They're hearing an interview. They're like, what the hell? They're like, holy shit.
They're like, oh, I guess they got to do this for their image.
Yeah, and it's like it's an image of like, you know, and then the dumb old ladies that used to be at the grocery store that read all those Inquirers magazines.
Oh, yeah.
And they'd always be like, do you know George Clooney came from nowhere? Oh, he did. And I'm just like, well, please.
And it's right next to the star where it says Bigfoot is real.
Yeah.
You're like, yeah, sure.
I did hear an old lady, which was very funny. That was talking about I think 50 Cent was on the cover or something, and she's like, "Do you know that he had to sell drugs to get out of his to get out of his situation? Look where he is now." Like she was all like praising him for
Proud
it.
of him.
And I'm sitting there going, he's a drug dealer, lady. Well, like, you're fired up about that?
Right? You're selling crack to your kids.
Yeah, I mean, I'm no morality fella, but you know what I mean.
But
You're
I'm
just
not
like,
going to praise a guy that's a pile of shit.
I mean, if it was a white guy,
Oh.
it would have been like, what a piece of shit,
Yeah.
killing people.
just poisoning the world.
Yeah, and it's funny how like we do give, like all these rappers are all drug dealers, right? And it's funny how people give them praise. You know, it's just like,
I saw this awesome interview with a dude
or
from
they claim they're drug dealers.
a dude from Jamaica, and they're like, what do you think the worst thing to happen to reggae music was? And he was like, hip hop. And he goes, once hip hop came around, it started polluting our society there was more murders, there was fucking all this shit, and he's like, and I see it happening in America too. All it does is poison people and fucking make them hate other people for no fucking reason.
For no reason.
Yep.
Yeah, I also, in Ian's conspiracy corner here, is I believe hip hop and pop were created by the government to keep us stale and stupid.
Stale, stupid, and population control.
Population control and to keep us docile.
Yeah.
That's what I believe.
Yeah.
You don't want us thinking.
No.
Those aren't thinking music.
No.
You don't want the whole world listening to Bad Religion. You don't want the whole world listening to any of these bands like that.
Something that's gonna make sense.
Yeah. So I believe there's a little something inside of me that I go, I think the government, because how are these guys getting so,
and they're untouchable too.
They're untouchable. They're so popular so fast. It's all stolen music. It's all not, you know what I mean? It's just a loop. It's just and that is how you program people, with loops and dunk 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 with the exact same tempo. 120 beats per minute is the tempo to program a brain.
I did see that Russian experiment. Yep.
Boom. Boom.
Damn, brother. All right, look at you thinking with a hangover. Fuck, dude. I think you're onto something.
The big brain on Brad.
Great for me.
All right, nice. Yeah, but think about that. It's an interesting thought, isn't it?
That is. That's one for people to really ponder on, because honestly, think about it. I mean, I know money talks, which most rappers, when they first start, they don't have money for shit. So how are they still getting away with all this shit? Also, like most musicians, you had to kind of come up somewhere and build a following and then or be seen by somebody in a club or something. These guys have never played clubs. All of a sudden now they're just huge.
They're huge, and they sell platinum records.
Right. Yeah.
They never played a club. They didn't go out. They're just all of a sudden they're just here.
Plant.
Yeah. They're plants, man.
Yeah.
I think they're plants.
I think you're right, dude.
Yeah, I think. Let's see if I can remember to call this one I Think They're Plants, the podcast. Okay, brother. Let's go jam.
Yeah. Cheers.
Later, bro.
I think too much and I